So, after even more research, I've come to the conclusion that the 2020 American election was won by Joe Biden. Sorry, that was a message for Joe Biden. Yes, he won, apparently. Most votes in American history. Yeah, no, didn't happen. I'm sorry. There's no way. Hiding in his basement while Donald Trump went around the whole country doing speeches in front of thousands of people, and Joe Biden went to about 5 and did speeches in front of about 5 people in those little circles. No. The only reason Joe Biden won was because COVID was created by the Chinese to make USA a communist country, a communist socialist country. In my mind, this is all my speculation, my opinion. I'm also going to bring in another source that I watch a lot, that I've got a lot of my information from, and that is Steven Crowder. Crowder. Love him to pieces. Shout out to you. Got cancelled apparently for his live stream for the year anniversary of 15 days to flatten the curve, citing facts from the CDC, WHO, Taiwan, and other sources. You can all get that, the sources that he used at loudercrowder.com. I don't have them on hand, but I've watched him since the election in November and trust him completely. And I think he's got more views than CNN and ABC and NSBC and all that lot. And recently got banned because of the trial for George Floyd, who, everyone knows the name of, apart from the fact that, the whole George Floyd thing is ridiculous. The whole BLM. And let me just get this straight. Black Lives Matter. Of course they do. BLM doesn't. BLM is an organisation run by Antifa. Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, Latino Lives Matter. We're all white bone and dust when we die, right? We're all humans. We're all white bone and dust. Okay? That isn't racist or anything like that. That's facts. Just like it's fact that there are 2 genders, XX and XY, male and female. There's gender preferences. You can call yourself what the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. But there is 2 biological genders. That's off topic. Yes, the 2020, election was won by Joe Biden. I believe it was won because of Dominion fraud that can't be proven, but also dead people voting, and votes that came from addresses that don't exist, which Louder Crowder actually did they went to these addresses, they got the registration form, and they looked at the addresses, and then they sent interns to these addresses in Nevada, and Dave Landau, yeah, to these in Michigan, to these addresses, and they had the so this person was voting from a park bench. It's just not viable, and it should be looked into, and I think there should be a complete revote. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm from England, so this has nothing to do with me. So I have no say in this at all. No say at all. I love America. I've been there 3 times. I went there in 99 when I was 8 years old to Disney World. I went there in 2007, 2007/2008 in New York over New Year's, which is why 07 to 08. And then I went after uni. I did Route 66 across America. But we did it backwards. We did it from LA to Chicago via Vegas, of course. You have to go to Vegas. And I loved it. I loved America. Absolutely loved it. But what I see at the moment, and I've been very, very in tune with American politics, especially in the last year, more than English politics. It's just getting ridiculous. This SJW wokeness throughout what's supposed to be the free world, and banning Donald Trump from, free speech. Come on, free speech. It's your fucking First Amendment. Like, everyone should be able to say what they want, as long as it's not inciting violence. You can't shout fire in a theatre, blah, blah, blah. I'm an actor, so I get that, the whole fire in a theatre thing. But it's... How can you stop a former president from saying what he thinks just because you don't like it? And this world's become, oh, I don't agree with you, you're racist. Oh, I don't agree with you, you're a narcissist, you're a fascist, you're this, you're that. But you're like, no, that's not how the world works. And to be fair, I feel like I was born in the wrong year. I was born in 91, and I wish I was born, in the 70s or 80s, or even bloody, the 1800s, because this is ridiculous. We're now part of a world of cancel culture, which is, if you don't agree with me, then no one should agree with you. And that's what big tech's done. YouTube is one of them. I'm not on Twitter, I never have been, pile of shit anyway. Facebook I've not really been on for the last couple of years. I always hated it's like a glorified photo album for me, past pictures of university and childhood and all that. I remember when it was first. I remember Bebo. I was on Bebo before Facebook. And I remember joining Facebook when I was with my first girlfriend. And I remember it. I remember being in hers, and actually she was on there before me, and she was getting a message from someone else, and then I ended up joining the next day or that evening because it was the new thing. No, now it's just become, if you're not part of, the Facebook, the big tech ideology, then that's it. You're cancelled. You're gone. I'm not expecting this video to get very far, so we shall see. But I just want to give some of my truths. What like I said, I'm English, and I have no say in any of American politics. But from my view, as an outsider, as technically a neutral, you're fucked. America's fucked. Like, it's getting fucked up the arse by Joe Biden. Actually, no, Kamala Harris was strap on because, Joe Biden's not really in charge. So, the border crisis, let's just start with the biggest issue. AOC is a surge. Joe Biden said it a lot of times. And the fact that you were crying about kids in cages during Trump's presidency was just trying to get people not to vote for Trump during the November election. That was all it was. It was theatrics. I'm an actor, I know. It was fake as fuck. Yeah, like, you don't give a fuck now when you're calling, you the white supremacist surge. People invade stuff all the time and always have done. Like, it's got nothing to do with race. It's to do with them wanting a better life. And I get that. And the fact that there are so many unaccompanied minors at the border is saddening. And watching that 3-year-old and 5-year-old getting dropped over that 14-foot wall is ridiculous. The fact that there's no one there to stop them or catch them or find them as quickly as they did, like, what the fuck's going on at that border? There is no way that anybody can say that... I was going to diss Biden, but let's praise Trump. Trump's border security, the remain in Mexico, cutting the catch and release, stopping that. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. When you go home at night, do you lock your doors? If you lock your doors, then you have no right to say that there shouldn't be a border wall. You lock your doors to make sure no one that you don't want comes into your house. Okay? So, the wall is there to stop people coming in to your country illegally. If they want to fill out the forms and do it the right way, fair play. Okay? When I go to another country on holiday, I respect their cultures, I respect their norms and their reality, because it's their country. From what I've seen, they're using kids as drug mules, sex trafficking. The one person that stopped that was Donald Trump. Like... You're saying that he's a racist? He's not a fucking racist. He's America first. It's your country. You should be first. So in my household, my family is first, right? So in your country should be first. So all these fucking teachers that aren't teaching, the kids have been off for fucking a year. A whole fucking year, okay? And they're not getting taught anything. They're a year behind. Zoom learning for those who turn up. And yet now they're volunteering / getting paid to teach migrant children who could have COVID in person. So you're choosing migrant children, most of whom are illegal migrant children, even though they're by themselves, they're illegal. Okay? They're teaching them over your own kind. That's like that's like my dad, okay, teaching a homeless guy across the road how to be a man rather than teaching me. This homeless guy that lives across the road decided to walk into my house one day, and my dad decided to take him under his arm and treat him as his own. What about me? Like, can you get some perspective, please? I'm not saying that these kids shouldn't be looked after. They should be looked after. But the fact that these kids are coming is because of Joe Biden's policies, saying that, oh yeah, they won't get turned away. They won't get turned away. Like, you've got facilities that are 1,000% over capacity rates, like sardines packed in cages. Like, no. That's technically illegal, I should say. And AOC is not crying over kids in cages anymore. It's worrying about calling people white supremacists for saying surge. Oh, by the way, Joe Biden called it a surge. And yet again, I have no say in this. I'm English. I have no say. I am an outsider giving an outsider's view on your ridiculousness. I haven't even gotten to the major cancel culture yet. Big tech, I've mentioned it. I'm just going to go straight into Gina Carano. Retweeted, not that I use Twitter, pile of shit. I'm trying to get the Jack Dorsey beard going, but it's not happening. And I'm not a robot like Zuckerberg, but it's okay. I had a Joe Biden moment. I've had a couple of drinks, so please forgive me. Joe Biden, Jack Dorsey. Oh yeah, Twitter. Yeah, I had a Joe Biden moment. So Gina Carano, she retweeted a tweet from someone else. It's not like she even tweeted it herself. She retweeted something about comparing the Jews in World War II, their treatment compared to Trump's supporters' treatment, which is completely valid. In World War II, the Nazis used propaganda to turn neighbours against the Jews, to force them out, to basically say, oh, there's a Jew next door, and they would get taken away. And it would be like pointing the finger. Oh, you're bad, you're Jew. And that's what's happening at the moment. Oh, you're a Trump supporter. Oh, no, you're a racist, you're a narcissist, you're a fascist. Like, no. And this whole cancel culture bullshit. Dr. Seuss, there was an episode of Fawlty Towers, there was an episode in Community, the Fawlty Towers, fair play, but it's back in the day and they did say the N-word, which I don't condone, but it's down to context, and I understand that scene getting taken off. The Community one was, it was Chang, no, it was, what was his name? I can't think of the actor's name, but it was the Asian actor that in the Dungeons and Dragons episode, he portrayed a dark elf. So he black-faced, but it wasn't, and he even said in the episode, like, because Shirley mentioned, are we going to mention this hate crime kind of thing? And looking over at him, and he was like, no, I'm a dark elf. I'm a dark elf, you see, okay? I'm in character, okay? So, he explained the fact that he wasn't trying to do blackface, like, I can't even think of her name. Like I said, I'm not American, more that bitch from The View that thinks that she knows everything. And it got taken off. And it was my favourite episode. I loved the Dungeons and Dragons episode. All they're doing is sitting around a fucking table. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it's based around, the whole episode is based around this one character who normally is just a side character. He is thinking about committing suicide, and they bring him into the group to have a game of Dungeons and Dragons to pick his spirits up, to make him feel part of a community, which is the whole reason of the episode. And just because of one little minor detail that, oh, he's got black on his face. Okay. He's a dark elf. A dark elf would be darker. So he put black on his face. And to be fair, he died early on in the bloody episode anyway. So, like, what did it matter? I've got so much going on in my head. I'm trying to get all this out. All this 8-9 months of wokeness, ridiculousness that I'm trying to get out. I've watched a lot of everything. I watched CNN, ABC, NSBC, Fox, Louder Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Mike Knowles. Shout out to them. The last three, not the bullshit fake news. I try and be as neutral as I can, but it's hard to be neutral when when one side is so far left that it's turning into socialism and communism, which is not okay. It's what we've been fighting our whole lives to not be, basically. When was the last time people burned books and tried to cancel people? I think he blew his brains out a little bit. I'm not sure. In World War II, what was his name? You know, that guy. You know. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of see that at the moment going on in America. You're cancelling anybody that doesn't agree with you. Why? Just because they don't agree with you? They're not fitting the agenda. Oh! I've just thought of something. So you're letting in this is brilliant. I forgot about this. So you're letting in all these migrants, right? All these illegal immigrants, okay? Hundreds of thousands, okay? You're going to make DC a state and Puerto Rico a state if you fucking do, okay? All this blah, 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 okay? Yeah, okay? Whether or not it's going to happen or not, I have no idea. Like I said, I'm from the UK. I don't know all the major details. But they're running away. They're running to the USA for a better life, to get away from socialism and communism. You're turning USA into a socialist communist country. They're not going to vote for you. They're going to be like, yeah, you let me in. Okay, now fuck you. That's what's going to happen. It's going to backfire. It's going to backfire so bad, and it's not going to be like in that Friends episode where Ross thought he got shot, and it's like, oh, I'm okay. No. It's going to backfire so bad that Donald Trump, DeSantis, I think his name is, the Florida one. Ted Cruz. I love Ted Cruz. Candace Owens. Come on, Candace. Anybody. Come on, Stephen Crowder, the Conservative twins. Like, any of them could do a better job than bumbling. Huh? Biden. So, you know, this is just a message from a USA supporter, USA fan. I loved it in USA. I was so tempted when I did that Blue 66 trip to go to, when I was in Vegas, to go to a chapel and just, you know, find a hot American girl and marry her, go back home, you know, and get to know the girl and come back over with the green card. I would have loved it. Absolutely loved it. I would have done it properly, you know. I would have married the girl and gone home. I would have done the trip with my friends, gone home, and then got to know the girl. Maybe she'd come over to America. I might have had to pay for it, depending on how wealthy she was. Get to know her, and then continue the marriage in America with a green card. I would have loved it. I love America. I would have done immigration in the right way, you know. And to be honest, I love American history as well. I love Hamilton. I love Hamilton so much. And yeah, I would have loved to have been part of the American family, up until, November. And now I'm happy to be part of the American insurgency / civil war that is probably going to happen if you don't sort your shit out. This is hilarious on my point. Just saying, because it's like, I've been off Facebook and I've never been on Twitter. I think Instagram's alright, but it's owned by Facebook. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Mike Lindell's and Donald Trump's new platforms, so there can be freedom of speech and no conservative views cancelled because you don't agree with them. I think that there needs to be freedom of speech in every country. I know there isn't, but in the countries that you say big tech, but the big major, like England, Great Britain used to be the biggest of the economies before America. Now America's the free world, or used to be, but it's not anymore. You've just had a major tax increase. You got a 1,400 stimulus check, which you paid out of your taxes anyway. So they didn't give you money; they just gave you money that you already earned. But I'm pretty sure the math was 5,700 worth of tax, and you got 1,400 back. So that's 4,300. Bye bye. Just gone. Now you've got an even bigger tax hike from 21 to 28%. Okay. Good luck getting tourism and everything else. Who the fuck's gonna want to come to that, eh? Who the hell is gonna want to come? And this is the problem with Biden, right? It's supposed to be America first, build back better. Like, he's not. Joe Biden's actually, no, I was gonna say Joe Biden's a liar, but I'll tell you what, Kamala Harris is a pathological liar, lying about Trump. Oh, there are good people on both sides. Oh, there are good people on both. How can you say that? Did you realise, if you kind of listen to the whole clip, he said he wasn't talking about the white supremacists and the bad people. There were normal protesters there, like normal people, like if you just listen to the clip a little bit more, how about the lie about disinfectant? Was it inject yourself with disinfectant or whatever? You do realise that in your saliva there's disinfectant, and he actually pointed, I'm pretty sure, at his throat during that interview, and looked over at his scientists to give him the nod. I'm pretty sure they're working on something about disinfectant or whatever that they can take and then help with the disease. I'm pretty sure he didn't say that you should inject it or take baths in it like Cuomo's wife. Yeah, let's not mention Cuomo. There's too much to go into there. I've mentioned Cuomo now. Believe the women, unless they're, accusing a left-wing representative, I guess. I think Tara Reid with Joe Biden is probably the best one. And if this doesn't get deleted, then I'm probably going to try and speak some more about Tara Reid and try and get some answers. Kamala Harris, though, putting thousands of people away for just smoking weed. I tell you what, that bitch deserves a slap. I love myself a joint. But So does she, apparently. And then firing some White House staff because of past marijuana use. Like, but you admitted you on radio. You admitted. Did she not admit? Did she not admit? I'm pretty sure she admitted that she smoked weed. But she put people away. And then she laughed about smoking it. Oh, and I did inhale. So, yeah, she pretty much lied about it because no one that fucking smokes weed says that. But two, you did admit to it, even if it is false, and you're still firing people, and you did put people in prison for smoking it. So you're a bitch. You're a pathological liar, and you laugh when it's unnecessary. Your cackle is a sign that you don't know what the fuck is going on, and the next words coming out your mouth are probably a lie. Yes, no, maybe not today, but yeah, soon. No, hun, no. Beep, bop, boop. Alright, says nah. Okay? You're a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Unless to Kamala Harris, Biden's a puppet. I don't give a fuck about Biden. He's not gonna last 4 years anyway. And he didn't win. No way in a million fucking years that he is the most voted president ever. No, it's not happening. It's not fucking happening. Like, people realised how good Trump was. The left realised how good Trump was. They want to turn America into a socialist communist state, and they used widespread fraud in certain states: Nevada, Wisconsin, Georgia, Michigan. There's a couple of others as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. I didn't do any research before this. I just went YouTube, create. I got a new phone, so created a new account, and just, Crowder's being silenced. My man. I love Crowder. And I was like, fuck it, let's give it a go. From an outside view. So, yeah. Oh, no, I've got a Route 66 clock as well. That's how much I love it. And I've got a pillow somewhere as well. But, yeah. Let's end it here. But I just want to say one more thing, which is, I love America. I loved all three of my trips there. 99, 2000/2008, and the Route 66 was after uni, which was, I don't think I gave a date earlier, which was 2013? Wait, how old was I? 23. So, 2014. And now I'm 30, midlife crisis, looking at the details, starting to try and act like an adult. Room's a mess, but learning my politics, learning what's okay to say and what's not okay to say. But unfortunately, I don't give a fuck, big tech. I'll say what the fuck I want, because hashtag free speech, hashtag free Crowder, hashtag Donald Trump is the president of the United States. And I hope everything comes full circle. And I Oh, I've just got one more thing. The lies of Joe Biden. I'm not banning fracking. I'm not banning fracking. Ban fracking. I could go on. I might do another video. I'll tell you what. Fuck off, YouTube.